This Facebook user, they just not have a name if they're commenting off Facebook?
I think it's just that guy. I think it was just that guy.
Oh, okay. I guess his name's just Facebook user.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know what was up with that. People starting to roll in. Yo, guys, how you feeling about that card? Started off, Payne. How'd you like that card, top from bottom? Of course, that main event was absolutely insane. But how you feeling about it, top to bottom?
Yeah. So this morning waking up, I was a little bit disappointed in the card. Of course, like Miranda Maverick getting canceled, Bobby Green's fights getting canceled as well. It was rough. So it was disappointing going into the card, but I feel like the card did well. It was entertaining to me. I feel like a lot of guys did really well. And hey, what's up?
Oh, I think this is Facebook user.
Okay.
User. Yo, shout out Ronald, man. Yo, I had Burns
it.
too, bro. Yeah, like Payne said, I don't know. It was a lot of grappling in this card. Of course, that main event was fire. The fucking Vieira fight, that was a great fight too. But other than
My
that,
God.
it was kind of like I was just waiting for Usman Burns, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Shout out Ronald. Shout out
Macy
Dave
Barber too, bro.
Macy Barber, yeah.
Macy
I don't
Barber
know.
Beyond disappointing once again.
Yeah, I mean, she showed out for that third round, but
Yeah.
I didn't like that matchup for her. I feel like the UFC should build her up a little more, just being 22 years old. So,
Yeah. I don't know. Macy Barber's on my shit list now. So
yeah.
you can't bet on Macy Barber anymore.
Yep. Yo, you guys, drop your comments. How you guys feeling about that main event? That was crazy.
Yeah, that jab was the killer. That
It was
definitely
the
made
killer.
the difference in that fight. Oh my gosh.
That's that Trevor Whitman jab, bro.
Guys, make sure to like this video as well.
Yeah, man. So I don't know. It was a crazy card. Of course, I wanted Burns to win. But man, Usman showed out. I mean, Burns had him hurt in the first. You seen that? Burns was looking good in the first.
He looked really good. And I honestly thought the fight was going to end in the first round after I saw Usman lose his balance a little bit, kind of get dropped a little bit. And I was like, oh my gosh.
How do you feel about the Burns going on his back and just wiggling the feet?
Oh my gosh. It's like, Usman, just back up and stand up. Stand up. Come on, man. Just stand up.
I agree, Brian Tucker. Usman, I mean, he's definitely he's had my respect. For some reason, I just felt like the value was here with Burns as money line, which is show, man. He had his moments, but who's gonna be Usman, Payne? Who has the best shot? My opinion is Colby. Yo, do you hear that background noise? Should I tell him to be quiet?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, guys.
Anyways,
Sorry,
I think Colby Covington probably has the best shot, but I mean, he just needs to go against a cardio machine with a really good chin and good wrestling as well. And I just don't see anyone beating Usman, man. I think people are overlooking him or underestimating him as a fighter, and maybe because of his fighting style, and maybe it's like, I know a lot of fans think it's boring and things like that, but I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think Colby's the only one that could beat him in that division, in my opinion. Because who has competed with Usman and actually made it close? Colby. Like everyone else. I mean, was that a fresh like knockout though? Like right when it ended, I slept or like I ran over here. I know Herb was like, should I stop it? Should I stop it? But
I mean, Herb jumped in. It wasn't like clean KO. Like Gilbert Burns wasn't out, but Herb did have to jump in at the end.
Yeah, I feel you, Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas. I was about to say Thomas. Burns had a lot of value. I even said that, and I'm the biggest Usman guy on earth right now. And Burns had a lot of value, and you can't doubt that. But Usman once again just showed out, and he showed just how much higher level of a fighter he is than anyone in the welterweight division.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough to beat that guy. What's next year? Dude. So the Leon Kazmat fight got canceled. So I say you go Leon Colby. Whoever wins that fights Usman next.
Ooh, I like that.
Right?
But they're talking about Leon Stephen Thompson right now.
Give him Colby, bro. Dude, I mean,
like, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Leon was about to fight unranked Chimaev.
Yeah.
and now he's going to fight number 5 ranked Stephen Thompson. It's not like, I think it's more of a threat to him to fight Stephen Thompson, even though Chimaev's the hype train. Leon's entering that fight supposed to beat Chimaev, regardless of the hype that's behind him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, and Stephen Thompson looked good in his last fight, so and that could be a tough matchup for Usman just striking wise. But I just feel like Usman would just double leg him over and over again.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Let's just run through the quick main card real quick. We know we don't have too many viewers because obviously at Pick Dogs we usually preview all the games and provide our picks, odds, and predictions and everything. And we don't frequently get the opportunity to come on after the game, so we're just going to run through the quick main card real quick. What do you think about that Marquez versus Maki Pitolo fight?
I mean, man, I texted you about it. I feel bad for Pitolo. I mean, my pick was Marquez inside the distance, and if I did have money on that, I would be super excited just because. I mean, it looked like Pitolo was dominating that fight the whole time. I thought it was going to be a stand-up war, but Pitolo brought out his wrestling and looked good. But at the end of the day, man, Marquez is the Cuban Missile Crisis. That's his nickname, and he dropped some missiles at the end there.
Hey, and we got Man Metro M in the chat. What did I say? Never bet against Usman. That's what I'm talking about.
Man Metro. Yeah, man.
Hey, we got Ronald at the top of the chat giving me my respect that I deserve. So
it was tough. I thought Burns had that round 1, but never bet against Usman. It's a fact.
Never. It's a fact. Regardless of who it is. But anyways, yeah, Marquez just caught him in the 3rd round. Pitolo was winning that entire fight, and I kind of feel bad for Coconut Bombs. But I didn't realize that Julian Marquez's name was the Cuban Missile Crisis. Dude, did you know that before that fight?
I did. It was the Cuban Missile Crisis versus Coconut Bombs. I mean, best nickname matchup in the game.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, Marquez ended up winning guillotine in the 3rd round. Let's see.
And then we had Kelleher versus Simone.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, Simone's just a world beater, bro. Like I said it before, like when it comes to the top level guys, he seems to flop, but when he takes these mid-level to lower-level bantamweights, it's GG's. Like he just so much pressure and just is so active on the feet. Like I don't know, how you feel about Simon? Yeah. Do you think he actually has a chance to break in that top 5?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I think he has a few more fights ahead of him. He needs to start fighting top 10 guys. But yeah, I think he'll break into that top 5 eventually, and I think that he has the potential to be a bantamweight title contender. And I think it'll be really interesting how it plays out. I mean, based off his last performances, I mean, he fought 3 weeks ago before this and pretty much had the same identical fight. And then he just displayed a better performance against Brian Keller, who's a really good UFC talent. Terrible knockout power. I mean, incredible knockout power, and I don't know. Simone just really showed out today. He's relentless with the takedowns as well, constantly taking down. Has a lot of power in the stand-up as well. And in the first round, it was odd. It was an elbow that made Keller leak in the first round, like in the first minute. Or I know that
clipped him with an elbow.
Okay. I know the commentary crew during the fight thought that like from the neck choke that he was in, it like squeezed. He was getting squeezed and it popped one of his previous cuts through training camp, but I guess it did with an elbow.
Yeah, everyone's asking who won. Usman won by TKO. It's a crazy fight. Absolutely insane, but our boy Sean Harper's back in here.
Yeah. What's up, Sean?
But yeah, man. So yeah, Ricky Simone's an animal. And then we had the Gaslam fight, and kind of a lackluster fight there.
I really like Gaslam's performance in that fight, though. It wasn't the most exciting fight in the world, but it's nice to see Gaslam back in the win column. And there's no one that I'm a huge Gaslam fan. I want to see him win. I want to see him do well. So nothing makes me happier to see him back in the win column. And I think that'll do really a lot of things for his career, and I think that he's going to moving forward. I only see good things for him.
Yeah, I don't know. Like he's one of those guys too. Like he'll always be one of those top guys, but I don't know if he'll ever hold that belt. He's just so solid all around, but he doesn't have that X factor to be a champion. I feel like, you know.
Yeah, and which is unfortunate because, like I think I said this in the last show we had, he was one punch away from knocking out Izzy, from being the middleweight champion of the world, and now he was on a 3-fight losing streak. Won today, of course, broke that losing streak, but you know, it just shows you that the highs are the highs in the sport, and the lows are the lows.
Yep. Yeah, no, totally. It was an all right fight though. I mean, Ian Heinisch is a great wrestler, and the fact that, you know, Kelvin Gastelum could pretty much stop everything that Ian was coming with is pretty impressive. It just shows Gastelum's still the man, just so solid all around.
Yeah. Then we had Macy Barber versus Alexa Grasso. Macy, man, she keeps disappointing. Her performance today was just really sad to watch.
She was missing a lot. She was throwing a lot and just missing a lot, you know. And
Alexa,
great boxing from Alessa though. I mean, it was like Macy Barber. I still think she has potential, but Grasso had a good performance.
All Alexa did though was sit there and wait to counter. I mean, Macy Barber was throwing punches 10 feet away from Alexa. What the hell was that? She's throwing feints. She's acting like she's going for the takedown. What the hell are you? You're 10 feet away from her. No, Alexa's just standing there like this. It's hilarious, you know. I don't know. I was really disappointed in Macy's performance today, and you know, props to Alexa. A lot of money came in on Macy in the end. I know the public is probably insanely pissed right now, but a lot of the sharps were on Alexa in that fight. So, and I know that me and Brad kind of already talked about this fight, but of course, Kamaru Usman versus Gilbert Burns. Just for the late viewers, wow, Kamaru Usman is that good. He is that good.
I don't know, man.
You gotta say, Brad. What do you gotta say?
It was tough to watch. I mean, Burns looked great in the beginning. Usman pieced him up in the second, and from there, Gilbert was just a shell of himself. You know?
Yeah. First round, it looked just like the Tyron Woodley fight. Gilbert Burns versus Tyron Woodley. Tyron Woodley was stunned in the first round, got dropped, kind of survived. And then, of course, second and third round, Gilbert began to take over. But roles reversed, Kamaru began to take over in second and third round. And, you know, Kamaru had a spectacular performance. And, you know, props to Kamaru Usman. And I think that a lot of because of his fighting style, as I mentioned earlier, but he's the real deal. We're going to look back on this guy in 10 years and say, damn, he did a lot of things. Look at his resume. Just type in a sheer dog. He's on a 19-fight win streak right now. Whew.
It's insane.
Look at the last couple of names he's knocked off too. So, and now Gilbert Burns added to the list. And Burns had a lot of value as a dog. And I can't hate on anyone that bet on Burns as a dog because, like I said, he did have a lot of value. But don't bet against Usman. That's my best betting advice that I can ever give you. Usman's probably going to go undefeated and retire undefeated in the UFC. And I think the only guy that really has a chance in the welterweight division to beat him, as we talked about earlier, is potentially Colby Covington. And Nathan, I love your comment, put some respect on his name. That's so damn true.
Yeah. I mean, Usman's got my respect. He's had my respect. Like I said, I just felt like the values with Burns, but it is what it is, man. Great night of fights, though. Congrats, Usman. He's going to hold that title for a while. I feel like Burns was his toughest test in a while, so I don't know who's next. I know this guy, Oogie, said GSP versus Usman, so that could be a fun one.
I don't see that happening. I'd be willing to bet that won't ever happen. But
hey, who knows?
I'll be optimistic, and that's a dream matchup. He
Yep.
beat everyone. That's what he just said. Yeah. I think GSP versus Khabib is much more likely to happen.
Agreed. But awesome. You got anything else, Payne?
No, that'll do it. Guys, we really appreciate it. Please like this video. We're giving out a ton of free picks on this channel. We're up late for you guys. like this video. It's free, helps us out a lot. Please subscribe to the channel, follow us on Instagram. We'll be back with the weekly predictions on the next week's UFC Vegas 19 card, and we're looking forward to it. And that card is next Saturday as well. So we're looking forward to it. We'll be right here next Saturday doing the post show and in between the prelims and the main card, as well as the individual videos throughout the week. And we also have a live show on Wednesday at 7 p.m. at night. So check us out. Like the video, please. Follow us on Instagram. Brad, you got anything else?
That's it. Thank you guys for watching. See ya.
And before we get off, somebody says R.I.P. Riley Reid. I guess
R.I.P. We lost a real one.